Are you aware of the various effects of bullying on people? What is bullying? Well, bullying is when someone is mistreated, violently dominated, or intimidated by the use of force, particularly someone who often treats those who are weaker, smaller, or vulnerable in a harsh, insulting, or frightening manner. Bullying is a prevalent issue in today's society, but the main point is that children are the primary contributors to the situation, beginning with what they see, hear, and learn from other people, wherein their actions are often repeated and ingrained. Bullying is a type of aggressive behavior that is deliberate, harmful, threatening, and persistent. It includes verbal, physical, and cyberbullying, in which both the victim and the perpetrator suffer physical and psychological consequences.
After this topic presentation, we will be able to identify the following. First, where bullying happens. Second, when bullying occurs. Third, how does bullying start? And lastly, we will identify the frequency of bullying. Bullying can happen anywhere, particularly at school, and it can also happen in a workplace, at home, or online. It can be caused by differences in race, sexuality, religion, disabilities, and abilities, weight, height, or anything that creates a difference between one child and another. Students who bully sometimes have a problems and are unhappy. They may be trying to make up for a lack of attention, power, or love in their own lives by bullying. They try to get this in their own lives. 7 out of 10 students experience bullying at school.
Next are different types of bullying. The first type is physical bullying. When we say physical bullying, it is described as one of the worst and most severe types of bullying. Physical bullying uses physical actions to intimidate and gain control over the target. These actions can cause damage to the victim's body or possession. In these slides, the first picture depicts the most common types of physical bullying, such as hitting, kicking, shoving, stealing, and spitting. Then the second picture shows the different sides that you may be experiencing physical bullying, such as scratches, bruises, headaches, and cuts. Next, the most common victims of physical bullying are students, because they meet different people who have different attitudes and personalities. It will happen for several reasons, like student characteristics, beliefs, community and family factors, and school environment.
Next, we have verbal bullying. Words are powerful. When it comes to bullying, sometimes verbal bullying can result in deeper wounds long-term than physical bullying. Verbal bullying examples include taunting, name-calling, teasing, and threatening to cause them harm. Verbal bullying can be much more subtle. Here are the signs of verbal bullying. First, you are afraid of your bully. Next, you feel threatened. Third, you feel inferior or ashamed about who you are. And last, you feel like you have to walk on eggshell around the other person. Verbal bullying is not just confined to kids in the schoolyard. Adults are frequently among the worst perpetrators of cruel verbal bullying. Regardless of the age of the bully and the bullied, verbal bullying might begin innocently enough as teasing or minor insult.
Next is cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying, also known as online bullying, is a form of bullying or anything harassment using electronic media, wherein increasing is a victim over and over, up to date, especially on teenage nowadays. Next, the first picture shows a becomes a loner. Cyberbullying victims often take every opportunity to keep to themselves. And the second picture showing screen stress. A student struggling to manage stress could be a cyberbullying victim. You may notice this during normally stressful time. Next, the most common victim of cyberbullying are students. Students are bullied for a lot of reasons. Sometimes they are bullied because they are different. Student bullying can happen for a wide variety of reasons, including a student, characteristic, beliefs, community and family factors, and school environments.
Bullying is offensive, intimidating, malicious, or insulting behavior, or an abuse of power that humiliates or injures another person. Bullying may happen in public or in private. Bullying comes in many forms, including writing, communication, email, phone, or social media. In addition to that, the number of bullying victims have been increasing over and over the world ever since, particularly in private schools. Regardless of which level you are in, whether in tertiary or secondary level, not just in the Philippines, but all over the world. And because of this, the number of suicide cases have been growing since then, and the frequency of students who are afraid to go to school is continuously expanding because of bullying, which the common victims are minors, resulting to depression, anxiety, and even suicide. Restate thesis statement. Our home is our foundation in any aspects of life. Parents should teach their children good moral and right conduct because children has the ability to adopt what they see, hear, and feel at young age. It always starts in our home and guidance of our schools. What does this sign tells you? Yes, you are right. It is an anti-bullying campaign sign. And here we are, spreading awareness and prevention on each and every one of you watching this. Let us not tolerate bullying in any form and in any places.